Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to create an Apex Legends thumbnail. So if you guys are having a hard time creating thumbnails, maybe you don't know a platform on what to use, I'm going to recommend a free platform that will get you guys started ASAP. The purpose of this video is for me to teach you guys marketing. I am a gamer, but I'm also a marketer. I have a marketing agency. I help clients with all this stuff. And I just want to help you guys get started on your journey of being a content creator. So again, it's just me teaching the ways. Let's talk about Apex, let's talk about thumbnails, and let's get started. Okay guys, so first of all, I will say that this video is on the low end. I'll eventually get to that high end level with the content creation, but I just want to help you guys get started. Get things something very easy, quick to use, and it doesn't cost you guys any money. So let's get started in terms of the thumbnail. So as you guys can see, I did a search for Apex Legends Season 6. And if you guys see all the thumbnails, you know, it's not very intense. You know, it's not too insane in terms of the graphics. One of the things I will say is that the cutout, you know, the cutout of the characters is what really matters the most. And I'll do that in another video if this video does really well. So hit that like button so I can teach you guys how to cut these things out and give you guys that clean look. But overall, you guys are seeing the thumbnails. It's nothing too intense, but you guys might not even know what kind of resources you guys have available so you guys can get started. So behold, let's talk about Canva. You know, this is something that I use for my clients. Even I recommend this for my clients if they don't have any platforms to use for designing like Photoshop. There's other platforms out there. I know there's some free ones, but I'm a Photoshop guy. I like Adobe, so that's me, my personal pick. But if you guys are having a hard time picking that up because it costs a lot of money, get Canva. It's free, guys. Don't buy the paid plan. I only recommend that if you're like really doing a lot of designs and you are a big business, you can afford it. It's really cool, but honestly, the free platform works. So you're gonna ask, Josh, what is Canva? Canva is basically the easy version of Photoshop. They give you a lot of pre-made templates. They even give you the dimensions on how to create them, and it helps you get started on design. So even if it's like you're doing YouTube, right? You do a thumbnail, you create that, but you also have a Facebook and Instagram page. Well, you have some posts that you guys can actually create some content, even, you know, logos, flyers, you guys name it. You guys have a lot of assets here for you guys to create. They've even added this cool animated series of videos. So now you guys could actually have dynamic videos than static images. Static images being something that is flat, doesn't show any movement. Now they've actually released videos for social media. So there's a lot of good stuff with Canva. I like what they've been doing recently. The new additions, they keep changing the system, and I just find it very, very useful for just beginners and even pro levels as well. If you know how to use it, go for it. But I want to keep jumbling on. I'm just going to talk about the thumbnail. Let's talk about how to create a YouTube thumbnail for Apex. Okay guys, so to get started, you can look around the templates. You guys can look at the features, even at the bottom. But just to make it easy for you guys, just do YouTube, a search. We're going to hit that thumbnail, and then we're going to have different thumbnails that they have available here. Just to give you guys some like inspiration, not to say you want to use it, but it's easy for you guys to nitpick things that you guys like. Maybe I like those, you know, layers up here. Maybe I like the little dots. Maybe I like that square. Maybe I got a little like, you know, a little electrocution thingy here. There's little things you guys can get. And as a designer, that's how you guys get better. You don't need to be Picasso or some other like famous designer. Just do you. Like for me, I'm creative. That's my background. I'm a marketer. Like I'm very creative. And I like to design things and create things, but I'm not a designer expert. I'm not that. That's a job in itself, but this is easy for anyone to get started. This helps you guys kind of like get your mind flowing to create something cool. But let's get something started in terms of a YouTube thumbnail design. All right, guys, to get started, they have the blank thumbnail up here. I'm going to open a new link and get that started. I'm going to keep these templates because I'm going to layer it really cool and just kind of get things started. So right now you're on a blank canvas on Canva. Now let's find an image of Apex that we might like. All right guys, when doing a search for Apex Legends, just do Apex Legends and you can do Season 6 on Google. You guys use Bing, Yahoo, whatever it may be, that works too, but I like Google. It just gives you better search. So obviously we have a bunch of designs here that we can actually pull from and actually create some cool stuff. I'm gonna make it very easy on this one. We're not doing any cutouts on this video, but let's say I'm gonna go for maybe a clean shot that I like. I'm gonna say maybe this guy right here. This is a really clean shot with Octane in the background. I don't need to do much here. I don't need to cut him out. Okay guys, I'm gonna save this image and then get to the Canva dashboard and then go forward on what we're gonna do next. Okay guys, so now we've uploaded the image of Octane that I like, but before we do, let me show you guys a way to do this correctly. So you might just think a blank canvas, I drop the image here, cool. You know, I could place it in the corners, size it up. You can do that, that works. But an easier way for you guys to just kind of create pockets to lay things out, you wanna go to elements. Under elements, you're gonna go to grids. You pick this grid. The grid is basically a pocket for images. So I go back to uploads, click on the image, drag and drop, bam. It just fits it, right size. You can do it the way I did it before, but that's how you wanna do it. You wanna create pockets. Remember, with designing, it's layering. It's kind of like a cake. To give you guys an idea of what I mean by that, you can be like, Josh, what do you mean by cakes? So let me teach you guys that. So right now, this is obviously one layer of the cake, the foundation, which is the blank canvas. I place an image, that's the second layer. I maybe place a logo, third layer. I place some text, fourth layer. Maybe some, you know, added effects, fifth layer. So it's just layering. You're adding images on top of stuff, and it's just, you know, you're staggering it. You're just staggering stuff. So just know, that's how designing works. It's the layering of stuff. It's not all flat on one layer. It's on top of each other. If that makes any sense. So let's get back to the design. So what can we do here? You know, we have some cool stuff here. You know, you guys can actually pick out some really cool elements. You guys can do some cool text. You know, with Canva, they give you the text. Whereas with Photoshop, you have the blank text, like, you know, the font type, and then you create how you want it to look. You can also create these too in Photoshop and, you know, Illustrator and all that good stuff. But here, it just saves you guys time. So I can probably go with this one. You know, there's a lot of them. There could be some paid ones, but these are free. But I could go maybe with Game On. So I do Game On. Now remember guys, this is gonna be very easy, quick. I'm gonna allow you guys to really get into this and just get creative. I'm just gonna create something for you guys just to show you guys how easy it is. So let's do maybe, because everybody's doing this, Octane is OP. Now don't worry on what you guys see right now. You're like, oh crap, dude, what's going on? Don't worry about it. Just size it up. It's a square. So I just extend it. It fits. Now one thing with designing, I don't want it to cut off his head or his body. How do you guys fix that? Well, you fix that by just lowering the size. So we can go to maybe an 88, maybe size of the box a little bit. There we go. Let's see, maybe we can do 80. Cool. There we go. Now we have a cool font. I don't really like it. Not my favorite, but you guys are kind of getting the idea. Let's see what else I can do just to give you guys another scenario of a font type. So this is one way, right? So just let me show you this. This is one way. So let me change this out and just change it to a basic text. So actually it keeps the design. That's pretty cool. So actually, let me do this. Let me clear this out. Sorry. So when this happens, guys, I just eliminated the image in the back. You press Ctrl Z, get the image back. So don't worry on just losing stuff. You can get it right back. That's the cool thing about the platform. I can also press this back thingy up here. It does it too. So just keep that in mind, guys. The world is not ending for you guys when you guys see that. I'm trying to eliminate this. Cool. So instead of using these pre-made texts that they have, which is cool, it gives you a design. Maybe you might like it, but you're like, you know what, Josh, I want to go for something more just regular. This is where you do it. So I could do Octane is OP. Now, you guys see a lot of spacing here. You're like, oh crap, dude, what's going on? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you guys how to do that, but you at least get to see what I'm seeing. So in order to keep these, letters and stuff connected and more close, you can do this in terms of the line height and just fix it. But an easier way is doing this. So let me actually clear this out. And let me do this again, Octane. And then you press, obviously Control B. I can actually duplicate this, or you can actually go up here. There's actually a duplication one up here. Duplicate. You can duplicate. Oops. Sorry about that. You can duplicate. There we go. So now I can actually move them closer to one another, but I'm just gonna do this. Let me actually make it big. Make it 96. Cool. Here we go. I could do is put it like here. OP, make it bigger. Again, I'm just like free flowing here. It's not something that I would probably do, but at least I'm showing you guys. Oh wow, like he's doing something really cool. Like he's showing me how to use the platform. I didn't know about this. That's the whole point out of this, guys. It takes practice, but once you guys get the hang of it, you guys should be fine. So one thing you guys can do to combine all this is you just hit the control button. You actually hit shift, hold shift, and then you can group it. So now it's grouped, and then I can actually change the colors that I want. Let's say maybe I want to make this yellow, or even let's say red. Remember, don't use colors that make it very fade in the background. You want to make sure it stands out. So here you guys can see like the different colors that we can use for this character. But one cool thing you guys can do is maybe, let's see here, we can copy this. So the back layer is going to be white, top layer is going to be maybe a red. I can make maybe, let's see, a blue. Yeah, so there's cool things you guys can do. Like there's a lot of things that can be done. Again, nothing that that's too intense, but at least you guys get an idea on the text. Again, let me press Control Z, delete. Let's see here. All right, cool. Now, one thing you guys can do for the background to make it maybe, let's say, dark, you guys could maybe add a layer above it. Let's see if I can do an effect real quick. Let's see, brightness, there we go. So on the brightness, I can make it dark so the words can pop, because obviously if it's too light, then it won't show, right? But you make it a little dark, there you go, and you have your text there. And let's say you guys wanted to add elements on there, something cool, wanted to add just your design, something really sweet. There's things you guys can do with Canva. You guys can add layers on it. Again, it's just free flowing for you guys, but at least it's giving you at least some like idea of what you guys can do. There's other things you guys can add. You guys can even add a tree, but then it kind of gets away from the design. But maybe you guys do something cool where like it's like, all right, I do this, I do that. Maybe make this, let's say, yellow, and you can play with the colors. You hit the color, you hit the layer. The color pads up here, and then you can do that. So it's just cool on what you guys can do. You could also like search here on like effects. Like you could say maybe say I do glitter. Glitter won't show up. Okay, let me see. Stars. Here we go. So just again, guys, just an idea. You just pop it up here, and you add another layer of the effect. This is where you kind of get creative. You can create something really cool, but hopefully this gives you guys an idea of what you guys can do on Canva on creating things. It's very basic level. It's something that's gonna help you guys get started. And once you guys are done with your design, this all saves on Canva, but you hit the download button here, and then you click download. You do the PNG. PNG is always preferred. You hit download, it'll download to your desktop. laptop, wherever you may be, and then you upload it to YouTube, and bam, you guys have a thumbnail created. This is where you guys can look at the other designs and get creative in terms of what you guys can do next, like picking out maybe elements from this one, and I'll show you guys that on another video. But I just wanted to introduce to you guys Canva, what you guys can do, and hopefully this helps you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys until the next one. Later.